Alright, hello and welcome. I would like to show you my workflow for repairing ADA compliant video for the hearing impaired. So the idea here is twofold. Really, you might have a video that is just very complex and you need something along with the actual voice to support it. If you have a whole bunch of shortcuts being used like Command G, Control L, whatever, you might want to include some closed captioning. Now, Camtasia does support closed captioning. The problem is it doesn't translate well. So, I'm going to show you my workflow here. But first, this is speech recognition. And you notice it's at the top of my screen. You can find this speech. Right there is speech recognition. If I start it, it looks just like this. You can also train it for your voice by reading a few lines of text. And the more you read, the better it gets. I'll give you an example in Notepad. I will give you an example in Notepad. This is speech recognition. If I do not want to type what I'm talking about, I will let the computer do it for me. Correct tight. Correct informing. For me. Period. Now you can imagine that's a really powerful tool as a teacher. I can tell you that I have spent many a day just typing out plans after plans after plans just by talking into the mic. And it supports a lot of reading for students. So it not only helps the hearing impaired, but it also helps those that need the closed captioning for the parts of the video they might not understand with my voice or dialect. Okay, so let's give an example. Here's a new project within Camtasia, and I got some footage here. I'm going to drag the footage down and choose a recording dimension. I'm going to right click on it and edit audio. I'm going to enable noise removal. Okay. Then I'm going to right click here on the timeline and go speech to text. First off, I have to take and put this bar all the way across. Then right click, speech to text. This pops up. This is an area where you have to train your computer. Notice I have checks in here because I've actually trained my computer. It only takes a few minutes to train it, and I would suggest you do it a couple times. What this will do is break up the text. I'm going to stop the listening here for a second. That way I don't have any weird commands being issued while I talk. So what this will do is break up the video into segments that you're talking about. That's a hard thing to do, so I always let Camtasia do that for me. In most cases, Camtasia never gets it correct though. But it gets me halfway there. So it's taking the previous words that are in this video and translating them to text. Alright, now it's broken up. I can go into captions. This is under more, and I can go to captions. Alright, now you can see that this is probably really screwed up. Again, Camtasia is not doing a very good job of translating my voice. It gets better over time, but for the first few times, it's not very good at all. Here's ADA compliant, so that just allows it to have just a few words on the screen, not a whole novel. If I hit play to figure out what I really say here, I say in the video, we're going to import a door into the engine. I don't really feel like typing that out. So I'm going to enable this. Then I'm going to go over to Notepad. Now we are going to import a door into the engine. Correct the work. Delete. A door. A door. Then I'll go on to my next segment. And you can see that if I talk now, it doesn't do it quite well within Camtasia, but it works really well in Notepad. So that is how I go. I just click on here, hit play. From Maya. Now, the benefit of this is after time, your computer really understands your voice because you're actually using speech recognition to correct this video and on and on. Make sure that you do this. And the sister said hi. Correct hot. Cold. So keep using the correct feature. You'll be amazed after time how well your computer translates it. Alright, that is my text-to-speech using Camtasia, making ADA compliant videos. Enjoy.